Welcome to 3 Steps. This is a third part of not the final part, because actually today what's happening, the interview was so long, and because there was such an abundance of really good information, I decided to split it up into 2 parts. So you're going to get one part today and another part tomorrow. Like he says, there's an abundance of everything. So if you missed the first one, follow the link right here, and let me tell you who Carl John is. Carl John was a Vegas business developer and a real estate developer, but he decided to change courses and move into a different direction, and decided that he was going to become a songwriter, and he was going to write books, and he was going to go down the spiritual path and explore it deeply, and he became a healer. And he has his practice and helps people with transformation and that kind of stuff. And he has now become an amalgam of all of those things. He doesn't shun his previous life now. He is fully incorporated, and he is a singer-songwriter. He is an author. He is a spiritual healer, and he is a businessman, and he is a developer. So he's very successful in life. And in this interview, he goes over what success means to him, and how he got there, and he goes over confidence and how he got there. And his answers are really, really eloquent. His answers, are grounded in his spiritual path, but they're not answers that are pretentious and ostentatious. But they're so full of goodies and like little tidbits and clues and practices that he is using in his life. So watch the interview, and I'll see you on the other side. Confidence. What does confidence mean to you?
Confidence to me is showing up in love with who you are, in love with the world around you, certain in your being. You're not selling anything. You're not explaining yourself. It's just a steadiness that everybody around can intuit. Everybody around knows it to be true. Yeah. That person just shows up in fearlessness. And well, let me see, because it's not quite fearlessness, because fear shows up, but it is being confident in your heart to walk through in a steady breath through the fear. In a grounded, still, steady breath through the fear, because that's your evolution.
Yeah. It's different than the adrenalized reaction.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because the 2 different types of archetypes, let's say. The one whose adrenaline's going to muscle the thing through. And the one who shows up, and other people will support to get that thing done, right?
Yeah.
Because of who they are, as they show up, right?
Yeah. Different beast.
You've witnessed that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is the leader, the true leader in this, right? Because they're coming from a heart, a connection, a stillness that you want to resonate, help, assist. How can I follow this? And then the one who's going to muscle it through, they may get it done.
But collateral damage.
Right. And that generally I have found is working from insecurity, not confidence.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a big difference in the vibration.
Yeah.
And the vibration is everything, because you can paint yourself a million ways, right? But your vibration sells you, right?
Yeah.
That's your poker tell. Right there to the world. They don't know why, but they just feel it.
So you weren't always confident.
No.
What was your journey? What was the route to your success of confidence?
I had confidence in my abilities early on, because I knew that I was able to, let's say, get the deal done. Even before I got the deal done, I knew. And then once I did, I had the confidence of being able to do it. But behind that was the voice that doesn't quite feel it belongs. You know, that still feels a little white trash blue collar in the country club.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit of shame still there. A little bit of the like, I want to look good for my peers, or I want to belong.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit of mask. So I had confidence, but it was based on the cloak that I was wearing, the title on the card.
Yeah.
Right? The car I was driving. Right? Now I stand naked in the exact same way that I stand fully cloaked. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Because I am the same in both of those scenarios.
Yeah.
I know who I am.
Yeah.
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 And I don't think that's shaken. And I think that resonates in truth with people when you show up in a room. Right?
Yeah.
They know something, they feel something, right, about you, and you're not pushing that. You're not selling your confidence.
Yeah.
You just are.
You just are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Success. What does success mean to you?
Success for me has evolved over time.
Yeah.
Success at one time was the house on the hill and the car and the prestige and your face in print somewhere, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, yeah.
Success. And now, success to me is succeeding in each stage of the evolution. Because when I look at the eternal self, who was I born here as? That same truth that I am today. That's undying, that energy. This experience is going to fall away. Just like all the experiences have fallen away within this existing lifetime. I was this guy, and I was this guy, and I was this experience, and I was this experience. And they were complete lives within themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But did I grow? Did I move through the lesson successfully? Or did I have to repeat the class?
Yeah.
Where it's a new relationship, new package, open it up, same old pair of socks. How was that? It was a different bow, it was a different thing. Because you didn't grow. So now we have to paint this differently, right? And you have to go through all this because it's all here.
Yeah.
So the success is here. Am I evolving here powerfully? Am I having the tough conversations? Am I becoming my truth, embodying all of that? Or am I trying to skip through this part of the class?
Okay, you use a word there that gets bandied around, which is embodying. So what does embodying mean?
Embodying to me is walking your walk. It's talking,
Walking your talk.
Walking your talk. Yeah. It's living that existence. It's not becoming. It's not. It's not the clothing that you're picking out for yourself in your life. It is below the skin, the being of that. Because all of this just continually changes, right?
Right.
But that being, that embodiment of the eternal self, that is success. That is your growth.
Yeah.
Because all of this fades away, right?
Yeah.
Time and time again in your lifetime,
Yeah.
in this existence, in this experience, right? It falls away. It changes. It's right.
The evolution
so
of your life.
Are you moving into the next paradigm? And are we moving into the next paradigm? And are you a catalyst for it? That's success.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Nuance. Such great nuance right there. Yeah. But it's true. The way, like when you first get here, right? You're a kid, you're growing up, you're learning the basics, you know. The first lessons of like who you are and how you show up and what your being is and figuring that out. It's interesting to think about. I'm over here now in my 40s. I look back on my 10s and my 20s and my 30s, and it's like, I am nowhere like that kid. I am nowhere like that teenager. I am nowhere like that 20-something. I'm nowhere like that 30-something. Like, all the evolutions, all of the identities, all of the putting on airs, like, it's such a great to be on this side of it and be like, oh wow, like that. The conversation you're describing is recognizing that nothing is going to stay the fucking same, except for you.
Right. The I am.
The I am.
The I am. So you've watched yourself change the clothes throughout the years, right? And then you started to recognize the witness to the experience that has been the same at 10, 20, 30, 40.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then when you start to identify there, as opposed to all the changes of clothes,
Right.
that's the deepening.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yes. It's so funny. It's like, I can only imagine what someone watching this is going to think if they have no relationship to this. You know? Because there is a lot of ways to dumb down. There's a lot of chatter and noise that can allow you to disconnect from that.
There's a lot of chatter and noise, and this is back, I guess, when we were talking about adulting earlier, you know, because you have likes and dislikes. You know, you identify with the true self, but there are likes and dislikes along the way. I can be really lazy in the morning, want to have my coffee, lounge around, get into a process that isn't serving me. And I noticed the difference when I attack my day, right? Do my sadhana in the morning, do my practice in the morning, raise my vibration, and I watch how my day goes, right? Even though it's so much better and the things show up and my life is better, my natural propensity is to go back to the have coffee in bed, lounge around. Like, that's what I want to do. Even though this works really, really well, I know it works really, really well for success in my life, I still want to do this other thing.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the adulting part is, no, get your ass out of bed, go do the thing, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll be happy that you did it.
Yeah.
But there's a force in there that is getting out and being disciplined.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that is a choice. It's making that choice is adulting to me. It's like choosing the thing that isn't necessarily the most comfortable, but is the best for you and everyone around you.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, everyone around you is you.
Is you.
So doing the best thing
Yeah.
for you isn't always the most ideal thing.
Fun
Thing. Right.
Right.
And it leads to all the better things, but you know, that the discipline is being an adult.
Yeah.
You know, choosing powerfully instead of letting your life haphazardly move through. And I've experienced both sides of that.
Oh yeah.
You know, going through the different changes in life, you may slip into old patterns. You know, it's ebb and flow. But once you know, you can't unknow in your life, and you go, oh, yeah, I'm doing this thing. Fuck, I hate doing this thing, and it's not serving me. And
Right.
I know it's not serving me.
Yeah.
And you can only wallow in it for a while. And you go, all right, I got to strap on my big boy boots and go out and be the man that I'm choosing to be consciously in my life every day.
Yeah.
And it's every day. Because every day is a world unto itself. Every day is its own experience. And every day, something can change to impact the rest of your life in a way that you couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
Because it's the little things and that energy that you attract. You meet that person at the store, you're present, you have the conversation that means something. They, oh, blah, 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 and they tell you about this opportunity that you were thinking about, and that person wasn't there before, and all of a sudden you go into that opportunity where you end up meeting your spouse and end up, like, your whole life changes because of that in that moment.
Yeah.
And so knowing that every day I have to be in the vibration so that I can attract that, or I'm going to be in the other that doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's choosing that every day.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there, man. That's
Yeah.
really good stuff. You weren't always successful. So how did you get here?
I've got here through the ebb and the flow, through the self-inquiry. Self-inquiry in each experience, to sit with your truth in how I attracted certain things in my life, certain experiences. And if things didn't work out a certain way, what energy did I bring to the table that hit the golf ball slightly to the left and it ended up way in the rough? Oh yeah, it was that point of impact. In that moment, was I my truth completely? Right? And when I say my truth, I don't mean my verbal truth, like I'm trying to sway somebody, but in my heart of hearts, was I relaying to the world around me what I really was desiring to be, what I was really stepping into? Or was I settling for something? Was I thinking if I had this, then I could have that over here, but I needed this first? Because then I'm limiting everything around me, and I'm trying to plan and connive and all that sort of thing. And I have found that when I do that, I don't have the true success. Because it could come in a flash of, money coming in, or, a relationship or whatever, but it's not grounded and sustainable.
Sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want sustainable success in all areas.
Yeah.
All areas, balanced. As a father, as a partner, as a lover, as a friend, as a businessman, as a man in the community, as a chief.
Yeah.
I want to be balanced in all those areas of my life. So that I can sit in peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's ultimately what I want to do. I want to sit.
Thanks for watching. All right, so what'd you think of that, right? There's really good information. He just gives and gives, and it's eloquent, right? It's just beautiful. He's thoughtful answers. All right, if you like the interview, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Help us reach 100. We're so close to 100 subscribers. It's right there. And hit the bell for notifications. And definitely, join the Facebook group, because in a couple of days, we're going to have him on for the Q&A, and you can ask him questions personally. All right, see you tomorrow.